morning students, welcome back to the another session of Anand Medical Academy Biology. In this session we are discussing the second part of axial skeletal system, that is rib cage. First part of axial skeletal system already we have finished in the very past session, that is skull. Skull consists of totally cranial and facial bones. Rib cage covers entire the thorax part and it protects lots of internal organs like lungs, heart and etc. So, how the rib cage is made up of and what kind of roof it was given to the other organs, let us see. Rib cage consists of 25 bones. One rib cage consists of 25 bones. In that, very important and supportive bone is sternum. Sternum is a single bone fused by three important parts. Other than the sternum, there was costal bones are there. Costal bones are also called rib bones. So total bones are 25. In that, one sternum is present. 25 minus 1, 24. So 24 costal bones are there. They are in 12 pairs. Nothing but 12 into 2 is equal to 24 plus 1, 25. This is a simple calculation. Generally, if you see the rib bone which connects dorsally vertebral column and ventrally sternum. So this is how the rib bone is situated. Rib bone connects dorsally vertebral column and ventrally sternum. This is ventral part. We should not call front and back. Terminology is very important. The typical words are there in the biology. To call up this portion is ventral portion and this portion is dorsal portion. So what I am trying to convey here, a rib bone connects dorsally vertebral column and ventrally sternum. One rib bone, if you see, it is like this. This part is situated with vertebral column and this part is connected to the sternum. So this is how ventrally this is connected and dorsally it is connected to vertebral column, ventrally it is connected to sternum. So this is ventral surface and this is dorsal surface. I am talking about a single rib bone. Ribs are present for fishes, amphibians, reptiles, apes and mammals. But mammal rib bone is dicephalic. Dicephalic type. Why the name dicephalic has been given, I will tell you. If it is the head portion where it is connected to the vertebral column, if it is the tail portion. So vertebral column side, the rib bone is called head. Sternum side is called tail. And entire thing is this main body. So head of the rib bone is having two portions, two projections. That's why it is called di. Di means what? Two. Cepha means what? Head. So two projections, just like two head-like structures are present. That's why mammal rib bone is dicephalic. Every bone of the human rib cage is dicephalic. But other than mammals, you cannot find dicephalic rib bones. So, firstly I introduced the rib cage which consists of 25 bones in the human. In that, one is main bone, that is a sternum. This is the sternum. Sternum is present, ventral side. Vertebral column is present, dorsal side, but vertebral column is not a part of sternum. In the next class we will discuss it. You know very well, this is the third part of the axial skeletal system after skull and rib cage. So, one sternum, number of sternum, only one. From the vertebral column to the sternum, so many bones were connected. They are called rib bones. Each rib bone is dicephalic. Dicephalic means what? Head portion of the rib which is connected or articulated. Articulation means one bone is joining with the another bone is the junction, nothing but a joint you can call up. The place where the two bones are associating is called articulation. So, dicephalic head is articulated with the vertebral bone or vertebral column. Whereas other side tail-like structure is there which is connected directly to the sternum cartilage part. Clear? So, sternum cartilage part. This is the sternum. This is cartilage part. From the vertebral column to the cartilage part of the sternum, they are coming. That's why it is head and it is a tail. This is the basic part. But if you want to see the true structure of the rib bones and sternum, how those two are associated with, we have to know the complete structure of rib cage. Now, the time to learn how to draw the rib cage. Firstly, we have to draw the sternum structure very neatly. The sternum first part is called manubrium. Manubrium is the first part of the sternum. It is not a separate bone, it is a part of the sternum bone. The manubrium is continued as a long body-like structure. This is called body. And that ends as a conical structure is called a process, xiphoid process. Xiphoid process. So manubrium, body and xiphoid process, all the three together is called sternum. I repeat, only one sternum consists of three parts, not three bones in the sternum. So, rib bones are connected to the sternum, but they are started from dorsal side, supported from the vertebral column. So that to understand entire rib cage structure, we have to take the supportive structure that is vertebral column. A vertebral column is their dorsal side. For our understanding, we have to draw like this. So this is vertebral column present back side to the sternum. This is the sternum, this is vertebral column. So that how the bones are connecting from here to here, we have to understand. For that purpose only, I took vertebral column. Vertebral column. This vertebral column have so many bones. In the next class we will discuss. But the vertebral column started from the neck region till the tail region. Rib bones that are coming from the vertebral column only from thoracic region. So that this is thoracic vertebral bone 1, this is T2, T3, T4, just like T5, T6, T7, T12. So in the thoracic region, vertebral column has 12 bones. About this detailedly I will explain in the next class. The class is for only vertebral column. So from the first thoracic vertebra, the first rib bone will come and connected to the sternum like this, and the second one will come and connected to the sternum from the vertebral column, and from third thoracic vertebra, the third costal bone arises and connected to the sternum, just like from the 4, from the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 7. So these are the 7 bones. If I label, this is the first one, the second one, all are in pair, third one, fourth, fifth, sixth and 7. All these 7 rib bones dorsally connected from the vertebral column and ventrally connected to the sternum. That's why they are called vertebrosternal ribs. Why they are called vertebrosternal ribs? These two are connected back side nothing but dorsal side vertebral column and ventral side sternum. There is no any deviation. Clear? That's why they are also called true ribs. How many are there? True ribs? 7 pairs or 14. So this is the first informative data about the rib cage. In rib cage totally 25 bones are there. In that the first one is the sternum. 25 minus 1, 24. 24 means 12 pairs. In that 12 pairs, first 7 pairs are true bones or true ribs. Why the first 7 pairs are true ribs? Reason is they are connected both the parts, dorsally vertebral column and ventrally sternum. Now if you understand the eighth one is coming from vertebral column. Just to see, it is coming from vertebral column but connected to the seventh one. Just like it is also pair no from this side. It is also coming from vertebral column but connected to the seventh one. If you understand, here there was a cartilage part is present. Cartilage part is present. To this cartilage part, the eighth bone is connected. Eighth pair, this side and that side. And the ninth one is coming and also connected to the cartilage. Just like this. Observe clearly. So 8th and 9th rib bones, 8th pair and 9th pair of rib bones are coming from vertebral column but not connected directly to the sternum bone. If you observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all these 7, this one and from here to here, all are connected directly to the sternum ventrally. But 8th one and 9th one are not directly connected. They are connected to the cartilage part. What is this part? Cartilage part of the sternum. Right? So 8 and 9. Then 10th one also. The 10th one is also connected. It is coming from vertebral column but not directly connected to the sternum. But which part of the sternum they are connected? Cartilage. Cartilage means what? Chondrule. So here also it is connected. That's why 8, 9 and 10 pairs are called vertebrochondral ribs. Chondral means what? Cartilage. Chondrichthyes, cartilage fishes. Chondra, what is that? The chondrin, protein present in the cartilage. Perichondrium, layer around the cartilage. So terminology plays important role here. Just recall your subject. So vertebrochondral ribs, how many? 1, 2, 3. But each is pair now, so that 3 pairs or 6. Number of true ribs are 7 pairs. Number of vertebrochondral ribs, they are not true ribs, they are false ribs because they are connected from only vertebral column, not directly connected to the sternum. That's why they are called vertebrochondral ribs, but they are called vertebrosternal ribs, but they are vertebrochondral ribs. Now let us see the next things. 11th one and the 12th one. This is the 11th one and this is the 12th one. So 11 and 12 pairs. These two pairs are simply floating ribs. Floating ribs. Floating ribs are coming from vertebral but they are not connected to the cartilage directly or indirectly. In the first case, they started from vertebral column. Second case, all ribs are from vertebral column. Third case, it is also from vertebral column. But in first case, they are coming from vertebral column and connected to the sternum directly. That's why they are called vertebrosternal ribs. Their number is 7 pairs or 14. In second case, all these 3 pairs or 6 rib bones are connected from vertebral column but not directly connected to the sternum. They are connected to the cartilage part of the sternum. Hence, they are called vertebrochondral ribs. Number is 6 or 3 pairs. Other than these two, floating ribs are there. They are 2 pairs or 4. Nothing but 11 and 12. 11 and 12 pairs of ribs, or they are also pair, coming from vertebral column, but they are dorsally they are connected from vertebral column, ventrally they are not connected to any part, they are floating freely. Often they are protecting mainly kidneys in the abdomen region. But these two are not protecting. Entire the vertebrosternal ribs and vertebrochondral ribs are protecting lungs and internal organ, main organ, nothing but heart, mainly lungs. But kidneys are protected by floating ribs. So number of floating ribs are 2 pairs. Sometimes in very rare conditions, okay, in some humans, 13th pair floating rib is also present. It is an extra part. It is very rare conditions. If it is present, it is also considered as a floating rib. It is also helps to protect the internal organs, mainly kidneys. So this is how the first 7 pair, next 3 pair, and next 2 pair. So 7 plus 3 plus 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 2, 12. So 12 pairs of ribs are all are connected from vertebral column, but very few are gathered by the sternum and form a cage-like structure. So that is why it is called rib cage. These rib bones have some spaces. If you think this is one rib bone, this is another rib bone, the place between the rib bones is called costal space. Intercostal space. Inter means between, costal means rib bones, space means gap. The gap present between the rib bones is called intercostal space. The muscle present between the rib bones, muscle is present in between the rib bones, that is called intercostal muscle. Intercostal muscles helps in the contractions and relaxations during inhalation and exhalation. While inhalation, rib cage will be increased. When rib cage is increased, internal side space will be increased. When internal side of the thoracic cavity space increased, lungs can inhale and swell its structure to fill the gas. So unless these intercostal bones are contract, so thoracic cavity cannot increase, pulmonary cavity means lung space also cannot be increased. So rib cage also helps very importantly in the breathing, nothing but inhalation and exhalation part. Mainly intercostal muscles. About that, in breathing and exchange of gases lesson we will discuss. This is the part of locomotion and movement skeletal system of the human body, that is axial skeletal system. Second part of axial skeletal system, that is rib cage. Total number of bones in rib cage 25. Number of sternums in the rib cage 1. Number of costal bones in the rib cage 12 pairs are 24. How many are true ribs here? 7 pairs are 14. True ribs are also called vertebrosternal ribs. Why they are called true ribs? They are connected both vertebral column and sternum. How many are false ribs? 3 pairs. Vertebrochondral ribs. They are connected from only vertebral column, not to the sternum directly. If they are connected with the cartilage part of the sternum. How many are floating ribs? 2 pairs only. That is a rare condition. 3 pairs. It will not be considered in the NCERT.
The structure of the rib cage. In your body, the framework of the chest is called the thoracic cage, or in common terminology, the rib cage. Its design functions to protect vital organs, such as your heart and lungs, and also provides points of attachment for many muscles. The thoracic or rib cage is comprised of 3 main parts: the sternum, the ribs, and the thoracic vertebrae. The sternum, also called the breastbone, is located in the middle of your chest, and it is composed of 3 parts. The manubrium is the widest part at the top of the bone, the body, located in the middle, and the xiphoid process at the bottom. There are a total of 12 ribs, and they originate on or between the thoracic vertebrae in the vertebral column, and they wrap around the sides of your body and end in the front of your body. Ribs 1 through 7 are called true ribs because they individually connect to the sternum by way of cartilaginous extensions called costal cartilages, which you can see here in this model. Ribs 8 through 12, located at the bottom of the rib cage, are called false ribs because they do not directly connect to the sternum from their own costal cartilages. Ribs 8 through 10 fuse with the costal cartilage of rib 7, and ribs 11 and 12 are called floating ribs because they do not connect with the sternum at all. The thoracic vertebrae make up the thoracic curvature in the vertebral column, as you can see here. Each of the 12 ribs articulate or form a joint with the corresponding vertebra. So, for example, rib 11 articulates with vertebra T11, and some of the ribs, such as rib 9, articulates with T9 and the vertebra above T8.
So, total pairs of rib bones are 12. So, number means 24, pairs means 12. Logically, questions will be there. Just observe carefully what kind of answer will be suitable for that given question and do this. I hope you understand the concept. attend the assignment neatly. Thank you.